Hello guys, Cheesy Crates here, and welcome to Celestials Season 1. So, Celestials is a 24-player mini Battle Royale map made in Fortnite Creative 1.0, and in this video I'm going to be going over it and showing it to you guys, so let's get straight into it. Okay, to start off, right here we have a little ruined house, fully custom. I thought I did take it from unreleased prop map, but I did remember me making it, so I like this house a lot. It reminds me of Jack's house on his map and Chapter 1 houses, so it's kind of cool. And then for the first PY, we have Hazy Heights. We have a European type style town. Nothing much to it. We have a noms, a squid ink. Building style is very basic. I don't really like this PY. Filler. I won't even lie. So, yeah. A lot of loot here though. So, good drop spot. We have a gas station and just the rest is houses. In this map, also we have teleportation mechanic. So basically, you go up here. You have 35 gold. You go right here, and then you can buy like a teleportation that like lets you teleport to a POI across the map. Good mobility in this map, so yay. Then here we have Mayfield Marriage, a little marriage limerick. Nothing much to it. We have some gnomes. That's basically it. Then over here we have Fishing Frontiers, a very nice fishing spot, which is based off of the Craggy Cliffs fishing hut. I think that's what it's based off of. Dan made it a few years back, so we took it and put it on this map, but upgraded it. So it has music that plays. We have like a little walkway, and some docks. So pretty cool. And then over here we have Hevda Hut, or Hevda's Hut. Pretty cool. Has a few Easter eggs like in here, bagels. And then right here, a little bit of an Easter egg to Hevda. Maybe click the button in game, so kind of cool. We have right here we have Frisky Farmers Market, a farmers market landmark, which nothing much to it. Dan made it mostly. I really like it though. It has a very nice aesthetic. I helped a lot with the propping inside of it and bringing a car inside of the second story. Don't ask. Nice little drop spot. So, to the next POI, Craggy Crops. Craggy Crops is a very Fencing Fields inspired POI. Also took inspiration off of the Squid Games farm POI from the Squid Ground map from Reload. So I really like it. So to start off, we have right here we have like the house, little living room, bedroom up here, bathroom, another bedroom down there, the main living area, like or not living area, like kitchen area. Then walk over here, we have a wine cellar, so you can like, so they have like their wine and stuff. We have another bedroom for one of the workers, a bathroom, and that's basically it for the houses. Right here we have the factory part of the POI and another one of the teleportations. Nothing much to it. I really like the factories. Dan did the interiors for the factories, so yay. Then we have some silos around. Silos are all across this POI. I really like it. It has such a cool feel. Then right here we have a barn. Over here we have an apple orchard. Nothing much to it. I like it a lot. We have a little box shed. And then right here we have a hayloft, so like they store their hay. Sorry, I cannot speak. So yeah, that's kind of cool. And right here we have like the export building, where like they take their stuff out of the building, and like they keep their stuff, and I like that a lot. I think it's really cool. So yeah. Now coming over here we have Vacant Villa. Vacant Villa is it's a simple landmark. I'm gonna be honest, just a Fortnite style house. I really liked Fortnite houses in chapter 1 through 3. How they were just like spread across and they felt like alive. So I thought, why not have a few on this map? And I think there's 2 landmarks for houses across the map of like this type of Fortnite style house. And then coming right here we have the best landmark on this map. Totally, I'm not even gonna lie. Bridge. Generational run. Best landmark ever made in any mini BR. I'm just joking, but over here we also we have a Breaking Bad reference. We need to cook Jess. No, mini desert biome. I thought this was kind of cool. So 2 chests. Yippee. Right here we have like a little car ramp. So like I wanted this map to have tons of ramps so like cars can like drive off and like have tons of like mobility. So I made this late in the development of Celestials, and it looks really cool. Right here for the next POI we have Radiant Reels. Radiant Reels is a very risky inspired POI, which me and Dan made middle way through development. We have like a little thing right here. I forgot what it's called, like seating area. We have an ice cream truck, and this is the only POI in season 1 that has slurp barrels. So makes it pretty good for like if you want to get environmental shields. So yeah, we have like a little movie filming area. Nothing's going on right now, but maybe it'll be changed later on. Sorry for the lag spike. Over here we have like the office area of the theater. So nothing much to it. And then over here, if I can get through the frickin' window, we have an RV, then we have a Nums. So like they can get their snacks and stuff before the movie. Then we also have a pizza pit with some more shield kegs in there and like some stuff in there. Then we have some restrooms, some cars across here, a police car, and some like speakers from, I think those are from one of the chapter 5 POIs. I forgot what it was, and I like it a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this earlier. We also have vending machines on this map. Sorry for the stutter. So you can get some guns. They have all different types: heals, shotgun, AR. Kind of cool. Now coming up here past bridge, we have Calming Cliffside, a landmark made entirely by Dan on one of his old scrap maps, which I really like. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, landmark on this map that he made, and it's just like a little cliffside, or not cliffside, a little church. I think it's really nice looking though. With some spider webs I added, and like all the like vinery on it I added, but he did the entire building stuff on it, so I really like it. Props to Dan for that. We also have some side buildings still part of the landmark, just a little bit like farther off. Right here we have Crystal Castle, a small little castle landmark with nothing much to it, just like some like things for like the warriors. Very lackluster interior. I don't know why I didn't do better. I'm sorry for that. Then right here we have a lore book, which across this map there's tons of lore books that you can read, and like get the lore about the map. And this map is going to have a crazy lore storyline stuff, which I'm very, very excited for in this. And Dan was cooking up on the storyline. I helped with a few things, but he was cooking up. Over here we have a ramp so like cars can like drive off and stuff. Nothing much to it, but as I said earlier, I like my ramps. Kind of cool. Now that is not it for Crystal Castle. As you can see, it's on a huge elevated part of the terrain, which I really like. Right here we have the area where the core is held, which I really like. This area, I did the cave mostly, and Dan added like the crystals, and I did like the stalactites, and he did like the water things. But I really like this area. I like how it has music to play with it, which makes it feel way more alive and mystical. It looks very nice in my opinion. I really like this area. One of my favorite parts in the map with like the natural looking cave, because 1.0, you know how it is making caves. So I feel like me and Dan did to the best of our abilities in 1.0. So very nice looking in my opinion. And then coming over here we have Grand Gas, just a little gas station. Nothing much to it. Just a gas station. Over here we have Silent Isle. Just little reference to Dan's one of Dan's old maps that got scrapped. So yay. Came from the same map as Calming Cliffside, so a little bit of lore. Or like not lore, but you know what I mean. Now for the next POI we have Sakura Shores, a Japanese inspired town which I think was using Japanese dojo pieces, because we don't have town pieces yet. And I really, really like this POI. It has a very nice feel, like it has a Japanese feel for the interiors and all. So I really like it. We have some houses in here, nothing much to it. We have more houses. We have a motel, which in every single one of my maps I've had a motel, because they're just like an icon in my opinion. I like them a lot. Right here we have like, there was a room here. I don't know why it hasn't spawned. Oh, the interior is there in game. At least I think it is, because I remember doing it in one of the updates. I remember fixing it in one of the updates. Sorry that there wasn't one in there. Just realized that when I was recording this. So it's just a motel though. Nothing much to it. We have another house with some vending machines, a teleportation device right here. Right here we have a pawn shop, which I like to think that this pawn shop right here is like an all year around all year long pawn shop. So basically, you could come here for like summer decorations, Halloween decorations, Christmas decorations, and stuff like that for each season of the year. So I thought that was kind of cool. We have an office space up there, some surfboards, pretty light interior. We have some bikes, some e-bike chargers here, which I like. Right here we have the main like clock tower of the island. I think there's only one, maybe two. I'm not sure. And something fishy is going on in here. No clue what happened, but the police have already blocked it off, so we shall see. Coming over here, we have No Sweat. I like my No Sweat buildings. I feel like it's a nice Fortnite brand. It's my favorite Fortnite brand I think Fortnite's ever made. So I'm not even gonna lie. And right here we have a, I think this is a noms. Yeah, we have a noms. And for some reason on this map, Dan likes to have his noms as, or stores as like 2 stories. No clue why. Every single store on this map I think has 2 stories besides the gas stations. So yeah, kind of weird, but I like the 2-story noms or like stores. I think they have a nice vibe. Now, over here we have another house. Nothing much to it. Then right here we have like the Darsushi or Durburger type thing of the map. I think they serve pizza. I'm not even sure. I know they serve like, I think it's like pizza sushi. So yeah. Over here we have like the little kitchen area. And that's it for Sakura, I think. Yeah, that is. But coming over here we have Coconut Cove, a reference to somebody in Dan's life. I won't go into depth, but yeah. I made it for Dan and Dan gave it the name. So yeah. Over here we have Widow Willows. As I was saying earlier, we have I like to have like those houses around that are inspired by Chapter 2 and Chapter 3, and we just have like a little interior in here. Way more Fortnite than the rest of the map, where it's based off of like the earlier chapters, which I really like. And yeah, over here we have Josh's Rock. I don't know how to pronounce his username, but we just put it as that 'cause, like, yeah, why not? Nothing much to it. It's just a rock that's been on every single one of Dan's maps, and we did like a mini, like we updated it with the Chapter 6 boulders. So yay, we're good for Josh. I mean, right here we have Washerman. Washerman is gonna be like our Trucksaurus, our Stone Man of the map. So you guys are gonna want to keep an eye on it, so you guys can like see his progression across the island and see what he does. There is a story planned out for him that I helped make, surprisingly. So yeah. Now coming over here, we have the next POI, Serene Sounds. Serene Sounds is a Japanese city type POI based off of Seaport. Way worse than Seaport, I won't even lie. But still, we have barely any pieces for Seaport, so you can't do much. Now coming in here, we have huge layout for the POI. I think this is one of the biggest POIs besides one of the last POI I'm going to go show off. Right here, we have an apartment building, which interiors were done by Dan and I think my girlfriend. I'm not sure. I think they did like separate interiors, but still. Right here, we have a laundromat. So like just some like light laundromat things, nothing much to it. Right here we have Hebda's milling service. The same Hebda as Hebda, so I can't show it, but same person, where it's just like a little Fortnite or one of our many brands that are on this island, which I really like. So it's just like a little mailing company. I like it a lot. So, and then right here we have another Squid Ink. Squid Ink is also another one of our custom brands. We had one at Hazy, and I've been making these since I first started making creative maps, so I really like it. This is not my best one. I feel like my best one was one of my first ones, so I'm not even gonna lie. But still, it's a very nice little area. We have another apartment building where it has, like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. But a little mess up I'm not even gonna lie about is when we were doing the interiors, Dan put down this bed right here, and we noticed it when we were working on something for an update. And it's kind of funny the fact that Dan was complaining about how the fact that he lost one of the beds. So we found the bed when we were working on something. So it's kind of funny on one of the updates. So yeah, basic little apartment area. But up here, this is like one of my favorite parts about the map. Or not the map, the PY has like a little disco area where you can go just dance, I guess. Pretty cool. We have some cranes for a construction site. I don't know if I already pointed that out. Sorry if I did. Nothing much to it. Just a construction site. Now right here we have a office type building where me and Dan one made it so like every single area where the billboards are is it's like a different company. So like this floor would be Squid Ink, this floor would be the bank, this would be mailing or flying service, the clothes brand, and then a Slurp at the top. So yeah, nothing much to it. My favorite floor is 100% this one because it has its own like full-on like conference room. So I thought that was kind of cool. So yeah, pretty cool. Now coming over here we have Bird. Bird is Bird. Can't say much about it. It's just Bird. So kind of cool. So like a little trash area. So yeah. Then right here we have a Japanese shop. I think yeah we can delete those now. I wasn't able to delete those at one point, so I'm very happy we did. Right, we were able to. Now right here we have just another little like store area. Nothing much to it. For some reason this POI has 3 stores now I think about it. Yeah. Then right here the other store I was just talking about is right here, but it's like more of a multi-level store. So we have like the food area down here, then we have like the clothing area right here, which I like. And then right here we have like the restaurant area. I don't know what restaurant that is. More like a buffet, but still. Then we have like the bird area. I like to think that they're all owned by Bird. So yeah. Then yeah, kind of cool. Then right here we also have a bike just stuck in the window. I don't know how you get a bike stuck in a window of a 3rd-story building, but still, kind of funny that they did that. I don't know how, but they did. Now coming right here we have like a little park area of the POI, and that is it for Serene Sounds. Now coming over here we have a bridge area with just like a nice little lake over here. We have Medieval Meadows. Medieval Meadows is a like kind of like medieval war camp for the map. I don't know how to explain it. I really like it. It gets a facelift in one of the future updates that's coming out very soon. It might be out by the time this video is done. So yeah. And then coming over here, we also have like another. It's just barracks, low key. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of cool. And then I think this is the 2nd update of season 2. Or of season 1. At first there was a Walking Dead reference here, whereas the ones who lived, but that got removed for Slurpy Safe House, which is just like a little abandoned Slurp factory house, which is the other area where you can get Slurp. I think that's one of the 2 areas so far. So cool beans. Coming over here we have Simmering Spring, one of the only springs on this map. I really like springs on creative maps. I don't know what's happening down there, why it's like changing colors and stuff, but I guess it's kind of cool. I don't know. But it's just like a little spring. We have like a little piece of like rock here, so nothing much to it. And then also, I forgot to mention this earlier. Across the map, there's these like shacks of shames. I really like shacks of shames on the maps. I feel like they add a lot of environment and make the map feel more lively. So and that was one of me and Dan's main goals for this map, to make the map feel as alive as we possibly can. Right here we have like a little house. This was something else. Oh yeah, there's like a checks. Thumbs up there. It's a little Easter egg. This map has tons of Easter eggs, so yeah. And then, yeah, nothing much in here. Pretty cool. Now coming over here, we have Battle Worn Bridge. My favorite landmark on this map, 100%, I won't even lie. It has such a cool aesthetic. Me and Dan spent like an hour and a half making this POI, making this landmark. And it's just so cool. It has a waterfall right there. It has like some some debris from when the war happened. Which you can learn a lot about the war that happened here in the lore books. So yeah, I think that's kind of cool. They ended all the lore books. I think I said that earlier, but still. Right here we have a little bit of a cave, and if you want to, you can break this. I'm not gonna go in there. That's for you guys to break and see. So I really like that. And then over here, in the waterfall, we have Mr. Ducky. Mr. Ducky is just Mr. Ducky. I can't even lie. He's so tough. It's not even funny. But that's it for this landmark. I really like this landmark. Now coming in on the last POI of this map, the Nighthood. The Nighthood is the best POI on this map for season 1, and it is huge. Some would say massive. This POI is one of my favorite POIs I've ever made, if not my favorite. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through it all. It's gonna take a few minutes because of how big it is, but I love this POI. So coming over here, we have like a little dock area where the fishermen of the town would like fish over here, and you know, just do their job. We have like a little fish on there. I really like this detail. I think I took this like hint off of one of the sanctuary prefabs I was using back like 2020, early 2024. So I really like doing that with my fisher parlors now for areas. And then right here we have a barn area. We have like, this is the entrance to the POI. It lines up to that area. fully lines up. I really like that. And we have like the town's logo, which is like flowberries, kind of like fencing. I think that's where it's taken, but you know how Creative 1.0 is. We don't get that many logos for like companies and stuff or like brands. So yeah, it's a very cool. I really like this POI. It's a very cool POI. We have a house right here. Nothing much to it. We have most of this POI is housing, but there's a few other like little things around. Like right here we have a area where the knights of the island or of the kingdom would stay, which I really like. Yeah, it's like a little diner hall, and then coming over here we have a library. I think there's a bedroom in here. Yeah, there's a bedroom right there. There's a few bedrooms in this place. Bedroom right here, and then I think there's a bedroom right there. And there's like a bed up here. Yeah, so there's a few beds in here. Kind of cool. Right here we have like a little trading hall where the people who lived in the town would like sell their goods, trade it. So you can buy tons of stuff here, which I really like. Right here we have the blacksmith, which is like where the knights would get their tools done and made. Very cool. I like that building interior a lot. We have like we have some stuff right here. We have lights, and then above we have like the house of it where the blacksmith's family would live. Kind of cool. And right here we have the castle of the PY, if you could say that. It's a pretty small castle, but it's still very cool. We have another lore book. So pretty cool. Then right here we have this house, which Dan pointed out is the only house in this town that's on the that has both like floors accessible, because like it has like two areas, so like you can go over here, get to the second floor of the town, and then get to the bottom through the bottom door, which I really like. As it makes it really cool. We have an attic in here with a bedroom, a little bathroom, another bedroom, and like a dining hall and like kitchen. Kind of cool. That's the same bedroom. Then okay, that wasn't supposed to go there, but that's nothing. It's just a little area. We have another house. I'm not gonna go into all the interiors no more, or as many. But this is most of the buildings are just housing. So yeah. Coming over here, I'm going to go over this one because this one has some people Easter eggs that I'm going to show off. Right here we have a bedroom, and I like this one a lot. This town has two basements, and I'll actually show them off right now. One right here, we have a medieval wine cellar, which I really like wine cellars in my Battle Royale maps because of the fancy field pieces. They make them look really cool, so I really like this one. So pretty cool. Coming over here, we have the tavern or bar of the map, or the town, I mean, with some like just some tables and stuff, where maybe the knights would go after a long battle day. So pretty cool. Now for the second basement, we have this is for lore. So yeah, we have the scientists like laboratory that Dan made. I really like it. It has more like fantasy instead of medieval here, but it's still really cool. We have another lore buff. I don't know where the thing is because like that's like blinding, but still pretty cool. Oh, I can't go through it 'cause my display speed. We have some housing up here for like the bartenders and bar owners. I didn't realize that was just an empty interior, but it's whatever. Most of the roofs are, so it doesn't matter. Right here we have just some bedrooms and stuff. It's whatever. We have another teleportation mechanic. And right here we have storage for it. And then we also have like a nice medieval bridge with a pathway that leads to absolutely nowhere as there was a landslide. So I like to think that there's a cave here that like leads it to it. So yeah. And then right here we also have, I didn't show this off earlier, we have a boulder. A boulder is just a simple little landmark, or not landmark, but like part of the farmers market where people would stop and like take pictures. Kind of like the giant bean in Chicago. That's kind of my inspiration for that. So yeah. But that is it for that POI. We have now for like the last little details of the map, we have like a little island up here. This POI obviously was inspired by Anvil Square because I loved Anvil Square when it was in the game. My main drop. So yeah. Coming over here, we have another medieval bridge with a like little gas station, a passive gas. I think that sign gets changed to a different one in one of the future updates. But yeah. Then right here we have Hilbert, not a landmark, but it's just unofficial. His name is Hilbert. That's what I've dubbed him. So yeah. Then right here we have another medieval bridge, and then right here we have a ramp. And I think that is it for the map. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This map took me and Dan over like 250 hours to make, I think. We put in so many hours of work, so many sleepless nights. And code is on screen right now if you guys want to go play it. I think there's going to be a new update today, or I think there's a new update out right now. And Season 2 is dropping August 9th, so be ready for that. Trailer will be up soon. Have a great day. Like and subscribe. Hey guys, quick little thing. Thank you guys for all the support on Celestial Season 1 and 2. Brand new updates are going to drop later this week and later this month, so stay tuned into the development of Celestials. Have a great day. Like and subscribe, and goodbye.